This week's episode of Black at Work is sponsored by
Now, if I gotta apply to the job, go to the interview for the job, fill out all this paperwork for the job, just for you to tell me I don't got the job, no, I'm finna whoop your ass.
I am done. That is hilarious. Oh man. If you have a fuck you, you know what to do. Send them to us here at Black at Work Pod. blackatworkpod@gmail.com. Email us. Hit us up on social media at Black at Work Pod or visit us on our website, www. Why I always mess up, y'all? www.blackatworkpod.com. So the fuck you of the week.
Hey, Black at Work podcast. This is your girl, the disgruntled employee. I'm not going to drop my name because the ops might be listening, but I want to give a big old fuck you to Carl. I've been on my job for about a year and a half now, and Carl's job was to train me. We've had 2 meetings in 18 months. And when my boss asked him, hey, have you trained X, Y, and Z? He says, oh, well, she hasn't hit me up yet. Bitch, why the fuck do I have to hit you up? And then, why would I hit you up to ask you to train me when I don't even know what the fuck you do? You're such a recluse, and you're a raggedy-ass white man. If you were black, you would have been got in trouble, and they would have wrote your ass up for insubordination. But no, but since you're a white man, you can get away with this shit. So you know what? Fuck you, Carl, and I hope you stub your big-ass toe on the table. Love you guys.
Not your big ass toe on the table.
Not a white man. Wait a minute.
Girl. First of all, y'all don't let me go back to the 2 meetings in 18 months. What kind of job is this? Where y'all don't meet up to make sure everybody's on track or whatever, but leaving that alone. Carl, I'm not reaching out to you to train me. If I am a new employee, you reach out to me to train me. That's how that works. And then you go and tell, oh, well, she hasn't reached out to me. I'm not supposed to reach out to you. I don't know anything about this fucking job.
Right. Is that a real response to that? She hasn't reached out to me when you're the person that's supposed to train me? Like, something's not adding up here. That is, yeah.
That's white people whiting and having the caucasity. Because they, like, come on now. Like, I don't understand why I'm okay, child.
Carl. Not you wishing violence on Carl.
I'm sick of Carl.
Okay.
Go hit your big toe, like our coworker said.
Shout out to our coworker for leaving us a voice. Fuck you. You guys can do that now. If you go to the Anchor app, you can hit the plus sign and leave us a message. So if you want to talk your fuck you through, email it, send it. Oh, actually, that's Vanessa part. My bad.
Girl, no, go ahead.
Email
it's both our part.
Send it to us here at blackatworkpod@gmail.com. That's how
Don't do me, friend. Don't do me. Don't do me.
Oh, man, but shout out to you. Yeah. So I guess I'll move over to this week's shout out. So we want to give a shout out to our coworker. Her name is Pretty Miss Smitty. Or no, wait. Maybe it's Pretty Mr. Smitty. Or Pretty Mrs. Mitty.
Baby, hold on. How you spell it? Let's get it clear.
PRETTYMRSMITTY.
Pretty Mrs.
Mitty.
That's it. Pretty Mrs.
Girl,
Mitty.
Tell us the truth because we don't know. But shout out to you. We love you. She reposts our show all the time in her stories and shows us so much love. So shout out to you, girl.
Shout out, girl. Thank you for the love.
Damn, I guess, and now we go over to the water cooler.
Yes.
All right, guys. Breaking news. It has been exclusively reported from the BBC News that the White People's Majesty, their Queen, has died
Hmm.
at the age of 96. Queen Elizabeth, most famously known for ruling the British monarchy. The British monarchy is responsible for the rape, murder, and colonization of millions, including but not limited to Jamaica, the Virgin Islands, Ireland, and our very own shit stain, the United States. White people all over the globe are mourning, while the Negroes and the Irish are roasting her to smithereens. Oh no, we mustn't do that. I mean, what would the Queen think?
Bravo! Wait, Bravo ain't English, is it?
Wait.
Hold on, friend. She done
Girl.
reported us from the British news. She reported us straight from the Queen's house.
Bloody hell. I'm playing.
Is it? Oh, you. That's all you got. Wait a second.
Bitch, that's all you getting, bitch.
She said, "Fuck that Queen." Just like fuck. I'm okay. I am trying to figure out why we are so pressed about the Queen dying. I don't get it. I'm not. We're in America. We ain't in the United. We in the United States of America. We ain't in the United Kingdom. Why do we care that Queen Elizabeth died? That's what I'm just trying to figure out. I don't care. I really don't. I'm not trying to be funny or mean. I just don't get it. They at the NFL opening yesterday, they having a moment of silence for somebody that's 25,000 miles east. Like, I'm confused. Why do we care? Why do we care so much?
Well, we don't care because Black people have been uh
Baby.
the comedy has been fucking fantastic. Let me tell y'all something. Black Twitter, I fucking love y'all. Y'all did that shit, bro. Like yesterday was my most favorite day on Twitter because it was just so funny. I mean, like joke after joke after joke. I can't even. I'm just listen, because of this platform, I am not going to express my blunt, truest opinion. But I will say, like I said before I started, well, I was joking, but the royal family inherited their wealth from the slave trade. Let's make that clear. Let's be clear about that. They wear crowns that have been looted. Wear crowns that have diamonds on them that have been looted from African countries and other places that they have colonized.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And more specifically, Kensington Palace was built on the back of slavery. So the monarchy is honestly one of the biggest benefactors to the slave trade and to colonization. You throw a rock and you'll hit a country that they've colonized. Like you just can't escape it. And even though people are online whining, well, she wasn't ruling when they colonized and da 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 da. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. That's just like saying, oh, well, you can't be mad at one of Hitler's soldiers. He just worked for Hitler. Yeah, he worked for the motherfucker, and she do too. So
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck your gay ass fairy accent. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
period.
Them your sentiments, Dave. He said what he said.
I I genuinely hope that she gets the afterlife that she deserves. Moving on.
Ah!
We can actually just call this water cooler white nonsense because the whites this week have just been really tripping. So, Robert Tellis is a Clark County public administrator, And he lost his reelection bid in June amid fallout from a series of critical articles that the Las Vegas Review Journal published on him, specifically a writer named Jeff German. So, Jeff German was found stabbed to death, and today the Las Vegas police arrested Robert Tellis because his DNA was found at the scene of Jeff German's slaying. So,
Wow.
this sounds like an episode of Scandal.
Girl.
I mean, what are you thinking, bro? Like, you don't like what somebody's saying about you, so you just gonna murk them? And you thought you were gonna get away, and you're a public elected official.
How to get away with murder?
Okay, somebody call Annalise.
Baby, please, and Olivia. Cause what
Okay,
is you over here doing?
you need the
Like,
whole squad, bruh. This
and
is
then
dumb.
usually people hire people to do their dirty work. He went over there himself and said, listen, get in here, Alice. He heard the show. He heard the true crime show and was like, get in here. I'm about to stab you to death. I'm sick of you talking about me. My kids don't love me no more. My wife about to leave because you exposing me.
But I have to read
Child.
these articles. I don't invest myself in white nonsense, so I don't know what's going on here. I didn't know any of this stuff that's going on, but how bad were the articles, my boy? Like, I mean, people talk shit
I'm
on people
telling
all
you.
day. Like,
I'm telling you.
does it require a murking? I mean,
Clearly, his wife said, if another thing come out about you cheating, no, it ain't nothing said. Nothing said that. I'm just saying, like, it had to have been like treacherous, like some crazy information to where it's just like, it's either you gotta die or I die. One of us gotta die. But I mean, that's crazy.
I wish I cared enough to even read what he was writing about the nigga. But
At all.
anyway, he looks like he's going to jail. I don't know, bro. You better get that lawyer that Tiffany Haddish unhired. Speaking of her, she finally made a statement in regards to her child pornography accusations earlier last week. And if I was a publicist, I would say that was a decent response. Like, I think when people are accused of doing horrible shit like that, the first thing they do is, I didn't do that, I didn't do that. But she came out and accepted responsibility. And I thought that was dope. But her counter nigga, Ari Spears, and went on his podcast, and I didn't listen to it. I just saw a clip. But he basically said that he ain't backing down. He didn't do that shit. Yes, you did, because we saw you on video. And what he made it seem like was that somebody exposed this video because they were trying to harm him or tarnish his name. And to that I say, so the fuck what, nigga? You had no motherfucking business taking your ugly ass on this camera and gawking at that little boy like that for play, for fun, for acting, or anything like that. I'm not going to get into it because we went in when we talked about it. But he basically is trying to, I feel, not victim blame, but say, oh, somebody's just trying to be mean to me. And fuck that. What you got, Anessa?
Do I have to have something? Because I
You
just
don't.
can't even. I can't even talk about this anymore because every time I talk about it, I think about the little boy. I think about them sexualizing the little boy, and it's just it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I thought I heard him say something about extortion, or did I just
Yeah,
hear?
he's
Like,
trying to make it seem like
what
somebody's trying to
are you?
get some money out of you. But so what
What
if they
money does
are?
he have? That's what I want to
Right.
know. Number one, when is the last time your ass had a job, Aries? Mad TV royalty checks ain't paying that much. So ain't nobody I don't even know how to say the word. I'm sick. Just
Oh, girl, it's just a mess. And honestly, he just needs to stop. Nobody, who cares if they're trying to extort you? And good for them. Good for them. If they were sitting on this video all of these years and waiting on you to pay them, and they was like, oh, okay, let me just release this, then good for them. Because this should be known about you and her and anybody else that's interested in this shit. Like, y'all are gross, and I'm just curious to see like where this goes from here.
Yeah, me too. I'm appalled, and I just hope justice is served with this because it's just nasty.
So we want to remind y'all that student loan forgiveness applications open in October. We don't have a specific date yet. They say to keep checking back, but y'all can sign up and put like an email in, and then they'll send you an alert when it's time to apply. 8 million people are going to be forgiven automatically, they say, but there's 43 million people that are qualified for the loans forgiveness. So if that's you, then make sure that you go to the U.S. Department of Education website and put your email address in and sign up for those alerts so you don't miss out, because there is a cutoff time. I think I read that they were going to cut it off at the end of the year or something like that.
I think next year.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
think.
But don't miss out. Make sure you're in the number, okay? Make sure you apply for the student loan forgiveness, because not everybody is getting it automatically. Okay.
Lord, we come to you as humbly as we know how, asking, Lord, that you just make me be in one of them few that get my debt canceled in Jesus' name. Hallelujah. Do I need to speak in tongues? I should have bought a Honda. Robo Shay, yeah, God. Okay, co-workers, there we go. We gonna be in we gonna be in that number, okay?
Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. I told y'all it was white nonsense this week. That's it for the water cooler. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
All right, y'all. Well, we have moved on to the stairwell. Is it the stairwell day? No, we still ain't came up with a name.
We ain't got no name. It's the stairwell.
Okay, we ain't got no name, but okay, y'all, we gotta take a pause because my best friend. We have a guest today. Let me start there. My bestest friend in the whole entire world, in the whole entire universe, two-time Grammy winner, four-time Oscar winner. No, I'm just kidding.
She got an EGOT.
She got an EGOT, y'all. Y'all ain't heard of her. No, I'm just kidding. She got an Emmy. No, my best friend, she is a business owner, multimillionaire, okay,
Right.
of Spoiled Girl Collection. She on her way, and she's my best friend. We have her here on the show today.
Thank you for that lovely introduction.
Welcome. You didn't even say her name though.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So yeah, my best friend, her name is Chastye. Y'all go look her up on social media at Spoil Girl Collection. Or you can look her up on her personal page. She can plug all that too. But anyways, yes, Chastity is here. She's about to tell us about her life and give us the good tea on how to become a millionaire. Come on, sis.
Really?
Because I be wanting to know.
I be trying to share it with you.
No, y'all, seriously though, she's God's favorite.
Wow.
Okay. She's a Leo, just to give y'all a little background. And she is blessed. Okay. I mean, starting from the bottom, now we're here. But anyway, so she is here to tell us her story and give us some good inspiration.
Yes.
Welcome,
Thank
Chastity.
y'all. Thank y'all. I was nervous.
Please don't be. We don't bite, and neither do our coworkers. We love you already.
Chastity,
Oh,
owner of Spoiled Girl Collection. Right now it's the LLC. Maybe a sole proprietorship soon. I don't know. We'll see.
so tell everybody a little bit about you, like where you're from, how your age range or generation, if you feel comfortable, and what got you interested in owning a business.
Okay, well, for starters, I was born August 3rd, 9 pounds. No, just
I was about to say, hold on. Not I was born by the river in a
Okay.
little tent.
Look, she was finna give her birth time, and I was gonna run that birth
Grow
chart.
up. Okay, I'm about to say, come on, astrology.
Okay.
no, but no, I graduated from Clark Atlanta in 2014. And now I am a business owner. So I guess tell my story.
Yeah, yeah. Like, were your beginnings? How did you get interested in this? What made you start? How did you start? All of that.
Well, I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and I think you are too. Yes.
Woo!
So I'm originally from St. Louis, home of Nelly,
Ooh, y'all
even
ghetto.
though he
Y'all is
don't live there
ghetto.
no
Hold
more.
on.
People from St. Louis love repping St. Louis when we don't live there no
Exactly.
more.
And be glad we don't live there no more.
Okay, underlay, mama,
For real.
Oh, well, shout out to you.
I am from St. Louis. I moved to Atlanta in 2010 for college initially. In college, I actually have a bachelor's degree in mass media, just like Anessa. And that's actually how I met her because we struggled together for a while. So
We
the
did.
struggle was real. And it's kind of funny because when we lived together, I was like, dang, like I am broke. It'll be times where rent was looking real iffy. And Anessa, she would like pay if I didn't have it and with no issues. And I used to be like, dang, like this girl must really like me.
I thought she was finna say she'll hit the streets for the money. No, I'm
Oh
just
my
playing.
gosh, no.
Baby, I did what I had to do. I said, look, my friend ain't got it. I gotta go get on
For
the side of the
real.
road.
But now I got her, we got kids now. So, I be looking out for my god babies. But yeah, so graduated, and then after college I worked at, can I say the name or should I just say?
If you want to.
Okay,
Girl, no, say the
I
name.
worked at State Farm.
Okay.
I worked at State Farm for 4 years, and when I started working there, that's when I actually got pregnant. Like I was in training when I found out I was pregnant. And when I got pregnant, I was like, dang, I just started this job. Now I'm pregnant. Okay, so now in a couple months, I'm be taking a leave. They gonna be like, you just now hitting the floor because State Farm, you in training for 9 months, pretty much.
Girl, did you ever meet Jake?
Not Jake from State Farm.
No, I did not get a chance to meet Jake. Okay.
What did he say about all of this? No, I'm just playing.
For real. But I do think he came up there.
Did he for real? No, I was just
Really?
bullshitting.
No, I really think he did though. But I don't remember. But yeah, so when I was working there, it was really the worst. I hated State Farm. It was horrible. Like it was always changing. You couldn't really stay up to date. The pay was not it. And at the time, after me and Vanessa moved our separate ways, and I ended up getting my apartment with my child's father well, he's still his father, but at the time,
At the time, because he ain't his father no more now. No.
he's still his father. But yeah, we stayed together, and State Farm was a good 35 minutes from me, maybe 35, 40 minutes, maybe an hour and a half coming from State Farm. So I didn't even drive to work. I took the MARTA. And so I would have my baby. I would drive to the babysitter, drop him off, drive to the MARTA station, hop on the MARTA, walk to work, and then have to do it in reverse after work. So it was a lot.
Oh no, that was
Starting
a
at
lot.
5 in the morning and getting home, I don't know, probably like 5 in the afternoon. So it was a lot. And like I said, State Farm wasn't really paying. So I didn't even have him in a real daycare. He was in in-home daycare. And I appreciate her so much, but I'm not gonna lie, it was ghetto. It was so
Man,
ghetto.
listen, them home they the cost is cheap,
Oh my god,
but
it
baby,
served its purpose. But
yeah, but it's anti glow up in there teaching the kids.
I walked out. I pulled in one day to get my son, and the babysitter's boyfriend was taking him out the front seat of the car. Mind you, he was an infant.
Wait a minute, what?
Stop.
I'm sorry. I'm so confused.
I was like, what is happening in my life? But
I would have been
but
like,
yeah.
who the fuck are you?
She was like, yeah, he
The
took
ghetto.
he took the kids to the park. I'm like, okay.
not my infant.
Right.
Mm-mm.
He ain't stay there
So
too
you clearly
long.
had to get away from them. But
Yeah,
anyway.
clearly had to. But while I was working there, I was like, oh my goodness, I really have to figure something out because this just not gonna work. And when my son was about 1.5, he kept getting ear infections all the time. He kept getting ear infections. So we took him to the doctor, and they said that he may need tubes. And I noticed that he went from saying ma to saying meh. And I was like, what's going on? Like, why he saying meh? And then when he would be looking for me in the house, he could hear me, but he couldn't distinguish which room I was in. So I was like, yeah, something is off. So they sent us to the ENT, the ear, nose, and throat doctor, and that's when they said, okay, he's gonna need tubes. So we had appointments back to back, and my job was like, girl, you can't keep taking off like this. And I'm like, dang, jobs really do not care. Like, they really don't.
At all.
So I ended up trying to get FMLA so I could not get in trouble when I needed to take him to the doctor. And I'm still a new mom, so I also was dealing with personal issues, which caused me to kind of go into a depression. And I was like really depressed. Like, I wasn't to the point where I'm like, I don't want to be here no more, or I don't want my baby, but I was just depressed. Like, I'd be calling Vanessa, like crying all the time. It was just a mess. So I ended up getting a therapist. And when I got the therapist, I said, okay, I started talking to coworkers. They like, well, since you got a therapist, you should take some time off of work. Now, mind you, I'm a good worker. I'm the type that's gonna get there early. That's why I really don't even understand how people be late to work, because I was taking a MARTA and I was still early for work. Like, that's how I am. So when people when people was like, you need to request some time off, I'm like, what is this you speak of?
Oh, I get it. So they was trying to get you to take a leave because you had a therapy.
Yes,
Right,
take a
right.
leave.
That's
They
black
like,
people for
I
you.
know
exactly.
That's a mess.
So after a while, I was like, okay, I may have to see what's up with it. So I went to my therapist, and my therapist was so cool. He was this old white guy, and
He was. Oh my God.
he was so cool.
I'm still
like,
trying to get his number.
for
Actually.
real. I told him I went in. This was literally like maybe our second or third appointment. And I was like, I need to take some time off. I need you to sign these papers and whatever. He was like, okay, send in, email me the paperwork and I'll send it in to the job, whatever. I'm like, really? It's that easy? Okay. Just don't tell
So
me
what's his
twice.
number again?
For real. So I got off initially for like 6 weeks. So I had already in 2017, I took a lash class. But I really didn't do nothing with it initially. I've always been into like beauty, hair, and lashes and stuff like that. So I took the class. I didn't really do nothing with it because I really didn't have time. But at this point, when I took my leave, I was like, okay, I need an out. Like, I need a way to get up out this job because they don't care about what people got going on. And honestly, you only get 6 weeks off when you have a baby. I'm like, dang. At that time, I'm like, dang, my baby barely even knows me. And I got to send him to Big Mama house over here. So,
not Big Mama.
Where her boyfriend getting my baby out the car like he the daddy.
Right.
So when that happened, when I took my leave, I said, okay, I'm gonna try these lashes again. So my line sister at the time, she lived in the same apartment complex as me. So I just used her as a model. And my first time doing her lashes was literally like 4.5 hours. And
Wow. How long does it usually take? I've never got my lashes done.
it take about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Okay. You and Anessa's lashes look great, by the way.
Thank you.
Her lashes look great.
Anessa.
My
Your
lashes, they would look great if I could fly to her every week and get mine done. But oh my gosh.
She's so hard to please. It's ridiculous.
Right.
I'm really
Virgo.
not. It's not that hard.
Anyways.
So I started doing lashes while I was off of work. So I'm still getting paid from work, and then I'm getting paid from lashes. So then I was like, after my 6 weeks, I'm like, I'm still not ready to go back to work. Okay. So I talked to my therapist, and he was like, okay, we can just extend it.
This nigga is the
girl. I'm telling you. What's his number? Girl, give me your number.
Okay.
Forget it. Here go my number.
I ain't never wanted to talk to a white man so bad in my life.
For real. He was cool. He was cool. So I was like, okay, well, let's extend it a little bit. So then he gave me another, I don't know, it probably was like 4 weeks. So I kept doing lashes. And now I'm like, okay, I think I can do this. And not only was I doing lashes, but I was selling lash applies. And at that time, a lot of people weren't selling lash applies. So that was like blowing real fast. So went to him again. No, I went back to work after that. After those 4 weeks, I went back to work. And it was just a lot. Like, I was like, this is too much, because now I haven't been there in a long time. I was like, I don't think I can do this. I'm getting anxiety. So I said, I need to
When
go.
you come back after a break or even a vacation, you don't want to do that shit.
You don't.
Especially if you got something on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right.
It's hard to go back to that.
So then I was like, my friend, Denisha.
Oh, Lord, you putting Denisha on blast.
Should I blur her out?
Denisha H.
Oh.
She said, girl, I mean, you can still extend it. And I said, I can extend it again? And she said,
Come on.
So she was like, you don't even have to be here right now. Like, tell them you about to go to the doctor. Like, you got to go. So I was like, okay. So I went back to my therapist, and he extended it again. So I was like, okay, cool. So now I'm like getting my money up. I said, okay, I think now I'm to the point where I think I can sustain myself, like, doing this and not worry about State Farm. And I kept asking Anessa. I said, Anessa, you think I can do it? And she kept saying, yes. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. She was
so
like,
hold on. Let me interject. So how long of a time? So you went on leave. How long of a time did you say? Was it 6 months? Was it 5 months? Like, at what point were you like, okay, I might be able to sustain myself? How many months was that?
okay, so I took the lash class in 2017, and when I left my job, it was 2019.
So like 2 years.
So 2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
go ahead.
up.
Yeah. So I during that last leave, when I was like, okay, I'ma do it. It was time for me to go back to work. Now, mind you, I hated my job. So I didn't want to just be like, oh, I'm not coming back. I actually went up there. I was like, no, I'm about to quit in person.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in there, and my manager, she was cool. She was like real friendly with the workers or whatever. So I went in her office, and she was like, you finally back? And I said, well, about that. And I pulled out the letter, my 2-week resignation, and she said, bitch.
What?
So Atlanta, baby. So
Okay, I was
Atlanta.
about to say this is Atlanta, y'all.
Right.
This ain't gonna happen at your job.
Do not try this at home.
Okay.
Right. No, and I said, yeah, I'm out of here. So I went, she was like, okay, I can't believe you doing this, da da da. So she was like, but I understand, whatever, do what's best for you. So she
They
was
always be
like,
like, "Why are you doing this to me?"
Right. Like I want to work at State Farm for the rest of my life.
right.
Right.
So I went, those kind of companies, they don't really let you finish out your 2 weeks. They just be like, pack it on up. So I went to my desk, started packing up, everybody looking around like, what's going on? What's going on? And when you get fired or you quit, somebody has to escort you, out. So they called somebody up and walked me out, got my badge, and I was free. The chains was broken.
Okay, to freedom.
Baby, what?
The chains was
Wait.
broken. So I really been focusing on my business and growing it. And it has grown tremendously. Like my products now, it's what, 2022 now. So it's been 5 years. So
Wow.
honestly, so I've been lashing for 5 years. And honestly, lashing has been such a blessing, but it's starting to run its course. It's starting to run its course, and I'm more so focused on my supplies and building my brand. So that's my main thing right now. So I started slowly shortening up my appointment slots so that I can really focus on selling my supplies, because my supplies are like the main thing. I just actually, what time is it right now? Two people just came and picked up an order, and my pickup stops at 4 o'clock on Friday. But
Wow. So do you run cool, I want to go back a little bit.
okay.
Cuz I want to know, like, once you left State Farm and then you tried out lashes on your friend, you took 4 hours. So after that, how did you first start, like, okay, I'm doing this full time? What was your first steps?
Honestly, I think what really pushed me was my baby. So it was almost like I didn't have a choice. Like, I knew I had to get out of State Farm. And I feel like if you have some form of real motivation, then there's really like no excuses. Because if you want to get yourself out of a situation, you the only one that can do that. So I had to make something happen. Like, I had to.
So, as far as like building your business, did you get a brick and mortar? Did you start selling online? How did you get customers? How did you get people your name out there and get people to start patronizing your business?
So luckily, well, in 2017, lashes were really just getting popping. So I really got in at a good time because, like I said, it was not a lot of people that was selling products. And then a lot of people weren't doing lashes like that. So really posting on social media, and I lucked up. I got with the right group of people, I guess. And so many people, like a lot of my clients know each other. Like, I do all of their lashes. So that was like a big blessing that I did meet, Toya. I did meet Bianca, because they brought me, a lot of people that also have a large following. And, they bring their friends. And with the products, like I said, it wasn't really anybody selling products. It was one lady who I actually used to get products from. And if you ask anybody, they're gonna say the same thing. But when I tell you, she was so rude, like, you would think she was doing you, like, you would think that she was doing you a favor. Like, businesses help each other. You need customers in order for your business to survive. And she was just rude, like, all the time. I would be like, okay, I'm outside. She'd be like, well, come in. Like, girl.
Damn.
Right. So is that what motivated you to say, I want to sell my own lash supplies? What was it that motivated you to say, you know what, I can sell my own supplies?
Yeah, when her whole attitude, And the fact that I have always wanted to have a product, and since I was like, okay, I'm doing lashes, so that's another stream of income is to sell them, and I needed to monetize more off of what I was doing. So I was like, okay, let me try out some vendors and let me see what works. And luckily, see, a lot of people, they may have a vendor, but it may not be the best quality, and then they end up switching vendors and all this other stuff. But I've been with my same vendor since I began, and as I grow, my vendor is also doing the same thing. So the material I may use 5 years ago, that's not the material I have now. And my vendor is really good at, okay, we got something new in, I'm gonna send you this to try. I want to send you this to try. Like, my vendor is really good at helping me grow my business also. So when searching for vendors, you really want one that's willing to help you also. Even my vendor even helped me with my freaking logo. So
Wow.
we work together.
Girl,
So
you are God's favorite.
oh my
Listen,
No,
god.
seriously. I'm not even,
Anessa,
y'all don't
Anessa
know
was
half.
not lying. Because
I'm
who,
not even
first of
playing.
all, who gets to take 3 leaves of absence from work?
Girl. And look, wait, hold on. Why I tried, David, I went and tried that mess with a white lady, and she looked at me like and was like, I mean, looks like you're just in debt because you made bad choices. I'm not letting you get off, sis. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. Lord, I see. I'm not chastity, so I can't do it. I just
I remember that when Anessa was
yes,
trying.
I remember too.
friend, I got the idea from her. Okay, it just I ain't God's favorite, so it didn't work.
Oh man. Oh.
So going back to your lash supply, so what? How did you get your first client? I mean, not your first client, but your first lash tech to come to you and say, "Okay, I want to try your products." How did that happen?
Really, I don't remember like my first customer, but really social media. At the time, I was using Facebook Marketplace. I would put my products on there, and hashtags on Instagram. Hashtag lash supplies, hashtag ATL lash supplies, and ATL lash tech. And uh, Instagram lets you use up to, I think, 30 hashtags, and I was hashtagging everything.
Okay. Hashtag it. Hashtag the lash. Shit.
Okay.
I
So
was
you
using
scaled your
everything.
business with social media.
Yes, I scale my business with social media and word of mouth.
That's what's up. That is a blessing for real because we are working off of word of mouth and it is a struggle. Okay.
It is.
So
It is.
I
Wait,
know.
what year are we in? Because she said year 5. So what year is we in for no? Maybe
Okay.
we get to year 5.
4. We got one more
We got
year.
one more year.
Shit.
Oh my gosh.
So Chastity, do you have a brick and mortar business or do you sell your lashes strictly online?
So I sell my supplies online, but I do allow for pickup. So everything is done out of my home. So when I was in my apartment, I was doing lashes and selling supplies. And my apartments, I was in the hood. So we had we had the little gates on the doors.
Oh
And
man.
so when somebody used to come to pick up, I used to have to run downstairs and try to unlock the gate. Sometimes the gate was broke. And I'll give them I tried to make it as cute as possible, my little packaging.
Doing the best I
For
can.
real, I would give them their little package, and that's how it started. And then, so now I'm in a house. I bought my home in 2019, and see, that's another. You gotta be smart when you are trying to be an entrepreneur, especially a full-time entrepreneur. So if you are an entrepreneur or self-employed full-time, you have to have 2 years of tax records in order to purchase, a home or really anything. So what I did was, before I left State Farm, I went ahead and started looking for a house. And so I looked for a house. Even while I was, did I get my house while I was on leave? I don't remember. But yeah, I did it while I was still working at State Farm because I knew once I quit State Farm, it was a wrap. I was gonna be stuck in that apartment for a couple more years. So
Girl, that is very smart.
yes, so that's something to keep in mind too. Don't you got to think things out. So I went ahead and purchased my home while I was still working at State Farm, right before I quit State Farm. And once I got in my home, then I was able to, cut the ties with the job. But now I have my house and I set up my front room as my store. So as soon as you walk in the door, it's like I put up shelves. I have my little lash area, like it looks like a little store. So that's how I do it now. And now I am in the process of looking for a brick and mortar because business has grown, and with the way, unfortunately, with the way the world is now, it just gets a little scary with people coming to pick up products, and not everybody, lash techs, we may be lashing and may send somebody else to go get our products for us. And now she's saying, okay, I'm about to come pick up some products, and then it's a man at my door. Oh, I sent my boyfriend to come pick it up. And that can just I have a child. This is my home.
Right.
It just gets a little scary sometimes. And then I do allow for some people to pick up late. And so I just want, a physical place, a store where they can go in, and I have business hours. And also, not only that, I need some separation because I work out my home. I'm always at home. And it's becoming to where it's like, okay, am I tired of it being in my home? Am I tired of Atlanta? Like, I don't know what I'm tired. I need something to change. So now I am looking for a store. And I also purchased a vending machine that I'm looking to place so that people can also pick up lash supplies when the store is closed, because the store will be
Girl,
closed,
come on.
on Sundays and after hours. I'm not gonna just have it open. So I want to have a vending machine so people can come pick up even when the store is closed.
So you spoke a little bit about now your perspective of doing lashing. That's a new term that I'm getting today. Doing lashing, or that's not right.
Doing lashes.
Oh, wait, doing lashing is like whooping somebody's ass.
Oh Lord.
Doing lashing.
My bad. Lashing or doing lashes. Now that you're tired of doing lashes, or you're coming like to the end of your excitement for that, what is next for you? Like, what are your plans for your future, your business's future?
So I actually just
Great question,
enrolled.
Dana.
Right, great question.
Thank you.
I actually just enrolled in esthetician school. So in most states, you do have to be licensed to do lashes in anywhere. So okay, doing it from your home is cool, but I want to get into waxing. I want to get into brows. I want to get into facials. And when I first was thinking about opening a store, I said, okay, I can open a store and sell my products, but I won't be able to work in my store because I'm not licensed. And not only that, but everybody that I hire has to be licensed, in order to work there. So I was talking to my sister and I said, dang, I just turned 30. I'm not trying to lash forever. Like, what is next? Like, but I was like, okay, if I go to esthetician school, that's a career. That's not just being a lash tech. That's a career. Like, I can have a spa. I can even continue esthetician school to become a teacher. I can do all of that. So I said, okay, let me enroll in esthetician school. Now, mind you, I don't have time really to go to school. I really don't. So I was searching for a school, and I actually found an online school in Texas.
Okay.
So I was like,
Yeehaw.
Now
So
you know.
you coming this way.
no.
I'm just
It's
playing. It's
I
online.
was thinking about it though. That's why I ended up finding that school, because I was like, I'm I'm like I said, I don't know if I'm tired of just being in this house, or I don't know if I'm tired of Atlanta. So I was like, maybe I can move to Texas. So that's how I found that school. And I was like, okay, if I move to Texas, then I can go ahead and start the class now, and then by the time I get to Texas, I can be licensed. But then I was like, okay, but what if I don't go to Texas? Like, what if after I finish esthetician school, I decide I want to stay here? Like, that's 9 months, 9 to 11 months down the line. So I started doing a little research, and Texas, well, yeah, Texas and Georgia have reciprocity. So I'll still be able to practice in Georgia while holding a Texas license, or getting it getting an endorsement and being able to lash here. So I was like, okay. And it's had to be God, because I found the school, and then 3 days later was the last day for enrollment for September, and it was also the last class that they were offering virtually, because as we know, the COVID restrictions are lightening up. So I was like, okay, let me hurry up and go ahead and sign on for this class. I am nervous because it is virtual, and esthetician school is very hands-on. So I had my little one-on-one the other day, and they was going over everything, and it kind of gave me a little anxiety, because it's virtual, you have to record everything. Like, even watching the lectures, you have to record yourself watching the lectures in order to get those hours.
Oh. Oh shit.
Right. So, but I'm excited though. I'm excited.
You enrolled.
I did enroll, and we about to start this esthetician school so I can be licensed.
Yeah, so we gonna have spoiled girl collection lashes. We getting eyebrow tints and permanent.
We
What
getting
is it?
Brazilian waxes.
Okay. What is the permanent eyebrows? The tattoo?
Oh, microblading, micro shading.
Yeah.
I am not cool because I don't know none of that shit.
Girl, yes you is.
I clearly don't take care of myself. I'm not a spoiled girl yet.
That's okay.
Yet.
Right.
You already said it was a 9-month program,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, it's 9 months. They give you up to 11 months before they start charging you more money.
So when you graduate, no more money. When you graduate, what are going to be your plans, or do you know yet?
By the time I graduate, I would like to have a storefront. I probably will still lash my regulars for a while, but after I graduate, I do want to begin looking for people that I can hire and that can take on my clients, but still people that lash, to the same level as I do, so they won't feel like they being slighted, or they have to go somewhere else because they spoiled now. Like, I want them to keep getting
Period.
spoiled.
And
That's
let's
right.
be clear, she is a excellent lash tech. So our coworkers that are in Atlanta, well, she probably don't want me to tell y'all that, but anyway, go book, because I literally can't find anybody in Dallas and Texas to lash like she does. And it's very irritating. So she is an excellent lash tech, and she's kind of being really modest. She's an excellent lash tech, and her business, her products, like, they sell worldwide. They can order from her worldwide. And her store is like popping in Atlanta. So it's not on no little bitty stuff, okay?
Okay.
We're talking about multi-millionaire right now, okay?
Really?
For real.
Oh, Chastity, is there anything you want to leave our coworkers with? A word, inspiration? You want to sing a gospel song?
Come on, sing a gospel song, because she can't sing.
What? You can't? No, I'm just
And
kidding.
she did. Chastity, you didn't even mention that you have a master's degree on top of that. Like, she's just a jack of all trades. She has a master's degree, a bachelor's degree. She about to get
Come
an
on,
esthetician's
Anessa.
license.
Right, you better
Come on,
you better
wait.
pump your friend. Okay.
Yeah,
I'ma
you
pump my
right.
friend.
We want to know all the stuff that she left out in this interview.
Girl,
Go
listen,
ahead.
she gonna do that because
You better.
she's no, seriously, she's very humble, and she's very sweet and nice, and people take advantage of that. But she's not gonna get on her and say all that. But she's like super, super, super dope. But yeah, she got a master's degree. She got a bachelor's degree. She's a single mom. Like, I mean, I love her. She's my inspiration. I wish I could be like her when I grew up. So
Doing it all. Well,
I
go
do.
ahead, Chastity. Any final words?
If you really want to do something, then the literally, and it sounds cliche, but literally the only person stopping you is you. And in this day and age, like, I'm not trying to be morbid or anything, but life is so short and it's getting shorter. So we really have to like make the most out of it. Do what you want to do, because you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. So don't wait like, oh, I'm going to wait until next year. Like, no, just do it now. Do it now. And also, if for business owners, run your business as such, because people will try to take advantage of you. People will they want you to appear, they want you to run your business as a large company, like a large corporation would, but they're going to take advantage of you because you're a small business. So always keep that in mind and stick to your rules when you're doing a business. And just remember that you cannot trust everybody. You have to really protect your brand at the end of the day.
And use your discernment.
For real.
Like, listen to yourself. If it don't feel right, exit stage left.
Right. Even with
Period.
clients, if they don't feel right, you may have to send them elsewhere. Because I've experienced it all.
And I was just about to ask you that actually before you go, because we love hearing stories on this show.
Yes, I can give you.
She can't wait.
I can pull it.
Please do. Please do.
Okay, little story time real quick, because this just happened. It's fresh on my mind. For real. So with my products, okay, I actually had a customer, and this is why you really have to be careful and really pay attention. You really have to pay attention to people. But I had a customer. She found me on Instagram. She had never shopped with me before. She found me on Instagram. She hit me up. Hey, babe. That's a thing now. Hey, boo. Hey, love.
I hate that. Don't do me.
Hey, babe. Can I come get some lash supplies? So I'm like, yeah, sure. So she came, and then she texted me. I sent her my number and stuff. She texted me, and she said, hey, can you bring it out because I'm on crutches? Now, everybody know they shop with me. This is not no curbside service, but
now she on crutches.
She on crutches. So I said,
not you pulled up in this motherfucker like it's the drive-through, bitch. You knew you was on crutches before you came over here.
Girl, can you bring it out? She ain't on crutches. That lady lying.
But I brought it out. She was on crutches, and she looked like she was like really. She looked like a testimony. Okay. She looked like a testimony. For real.
I like that description.
She did.
That's shade, sis.
I know.
A testimony. Wait a second.
It's light shade though.
For real though, she did.
It's like a step up from Tabitha Brown shade.
Girl, she looked like a testimony, baby. Hold on. Oh, wait.
So I brought her the products, and we talking, and in my head I'm like, she is so sweet.
I'm sorry, Chastity. I'm sorry. All I could think of is first giving honor to God, who's the head of my life.
I want to give honor to Pastor and First Lady for letting me stand up here today.
Be in the house of the Lord just one more time.
With my crutches on.
She did.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I brought her out her products, and we started talking. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, wow. Like, she's telling me how the accident happened. I'm like, I mean, praise God that you're here,
Oh my God.
And so just FYI, she got me twice, and I'm about to hold on. She got me twice, and I know it sounds like, dang, she got you twice. Well, you the slow one. You let her get you twice. No, hold on. Just hold on a second. So she gave me, at this time I was still taking Cash App. Hence, I don't take Cash App no more. So she gave me her phone so I can type in my Cash App so she can pay for her product. So I typed in my Cash App, gave her back her phone. We still talking. She like, okay, I sent it. I'm like, okay. And we just talking like, oh, and how long you been lashing? Okay, so you had to take a break because of this. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you are okay. And da 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 da. She was even like, oh, I'm just so glad I met you. You were just so sweet and whatever.
Scamming.
So I'm walking back in the house. I'm feeling good. I'm like, wow, I like meeting, good people. So I go back in the house doing what I'm doing. And I look at my phone. She's gone now. I look at my phone and I'm like, I don't see the Cash App. So I'm like, that's weird. So I text her. I'm like, hey, can you check your payment because it's not showing that, it's not showing up. So she was like, yeah, of course. Let me see. So she checked it and then she said, well, it's showing it's sent. Let me try to cancel it and send it again. So I'm like, okay. So then she said, it's not letting me cancel it. So now initially, like I said, I thought she was a sweet person, right? It's another girl whose Cash App is very, very close to mine, like literally a letter off. So I'm like, well, maybe I clicked on the wrong name. Like maybe it's my fault. Maybe I clicked on the wrong name. So I was like, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I just let it go. I'll take that L, whatever. Because
Girl, you are nice.
I'm telling y'all.
maybe I clicked on the wrong thing.
Mm-mm.
So cool. Couple months later, she texts me from a different number. So I didn't know it was her. But hey babe, can I come get some lash supplies? So I'm like, yeah, of course. Cause I'm gonna say, yeah, I don't know who I'm texting. So she pulls up. I remember her. I'm like, oh, your leg is, back working. She like, oh, you remember?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I remember. Okay. And it was also another girl in here shopping. So it was both of them in here, and my internet was messing up. So when they were paying at this time, I was kind of leaning away from Cash App, but I was still let some people Cash App, whatever. So the one girl paid, and her said it'll be available soon. You know how Cash App sometimes it'll be like payments will be available soon, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. And so she handed me the phone again. I'm looking this time. You ain't gonna give me again. I'm like, okay, Chaz. Let me make sure it says Chaz. I click on that one, and she said it's her said the same thing. It'll be available momentarily or shortly, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, it's coming. So they leave out, and an hour and a half. I even say 2 hours. It still ain't came through. Neither one of them. So one girl, she shop with me all the time. So I text her like, hey, can you check your Cash App? Because it still hasn't came through. She texted me back. She said, I just resent it. Let me know if you got it. I checked it. I got it. So I'm like, cool. So I text, oh girl. No response. So I'm like, okay. So then I'm like looking, trying to find her Instagram. So I find her Instagram and I message her the same text message I sent to her phone. Message her because it says that she active now. So you got your phone, man. You got
right, bitch. You got that motherfucking phone. You never left it.
For real. So I messaged her on Instagram. No response. So then I call her. And this how she hello. I'm like, hey, this is Chastye with Spoiled Girl Collection. Your payment still hasn't went through. And she was like, it hasn't. I'm on a plane. We about to take off.
Girl.
I'm like, what? And she
That ain't got nothing to do.
She whispering and she under the cover. Girl, I'm about to take off.
And what's with the sick voice? Hello.
Baby, she in the bed.
For real. Now, I do not suggest doing this, what I'm about to say. But at this point, I'm sick of it, okay? Like, I'm sick of it, okay? So, So she said, I think I'll have time to send it before we take off. Request it. And so I'm like, okay, what's your Cash App? So I sent the request, and I didn't get no money. So
Girl.
now I'm getting pissed off, because I'm like, this girl done got me once. Okay, she already done got me. So now I go to her Instagram, and I am researching. Okay, I'm trying to find her address, because I don't think you on no plane. Okay, so I'm trying to
And
find her
wasn't.
address. I Google and I find the address. So I said,
Damn.
I'm about to ride up over there
Hell
and
no.
see if her car is out there. Because at this point, I am
You
tired.
don't pay me, bitch.
Get in here. Get in here.
Okay.
So,
Get in here, Alice.
for real,
Let's get in here.
I'm talking to my friend. She like, you about to go over there by yourself? Like I said, I would not suggest this. I'm like, but I'm, when you mad, you like, yeah, like I sure am.
And you from St. Louis, and we do shit like that. Like,
For real, I'm like,
we
yeah,
about it.
sure will. So I pulled up over there. She over there off of Old Nat. I'm like, oh Lord, that sound hood. I know y'all ain't from, but Old Nat sounds
Old
hood.
National. Old National. Okay.
So I go over there, but I don't see her car though. And then I see some niggas outside. So I was like, ugh. So I come on back home, and then I text her like a couple hours later, because if you are on a plane, you should be off by now. So she like just landed. She's texting me. So now you playing with me.
Yeah.
So she like just landed. I'm like, okay, it's still not showing, whatever. Then I tried calling her again, no answer. So at this point, I'm like, okay, that's a L. It's looking like a L. So maybe a couple weeks went by, and she finally declined the request that I had sent on Cash App. So when she declined it, I immediately requested it again, and she immediately declined it again. So I'm like, okay. Now that was April 6th, 2022. Yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
9/8.
No, for real.
2022.
She hopped in my DM. Hey, babe, can I come purchase some lashes?
And I would have been like, yeah, come over here.
All right.
Come right motherfucking now, bitch.
Because we ain't talking about no $50, no
No.
$60. We're talking about
$300.
$300.
Come right now.
So
I have your lashes already.
I got you.
Now today I'm gonna be doing some lashing. Okay.
Yes.
real, because I'm pissed. It's the audacity. Like,
No,
she
man.
probably like, oh, she probably see so many people. Like, she probably done forgot. So I'm like, no, you cannot. You didn't pay for your last 2 orders, so you cannot shop with me. And she like, I thought you got the payment. I said, no, you declined it twice. She said, well, how much was it? It was over $250, and I'm not about to search and find the exact number. You're gonna have to do that yourself. And she never responded. That was
An
that.
Atlanta scammer.
An
An
Atlanta
Atlanta
scammer.
scammer.
Bratz Blinks. Bratz Blinks. 2 T's.
Baby, she ready to put her name out there. Go add her.
Okay, her Instagram is Bratz Blinks. Okay. 2 T's. And
You heard it here first on Black at Work.
BRATTBLINKZ. Okay.
This is Chastity's fuck you, okay? She's saying fuck you to Bratz Blinks this week, baby. Because she is on her.
Listen, I'm finna go there
Okay.
right now and be like, don't you owe somebody some money?
For real.
Co-workers, spam her.
No,
I'm just
don't do
playing.
that, y'all. Don't do
No,
that.
go ahead and do that.
Oh, that
Oh my
is
God.
crazy.
That's
We
hilarious.
should have started with that story because that was a mess.
That's just, I mean, I have a whole hand. And that's why, like, you learn so much from running your own business, because once that happened, I'm like, okay, no more Cash App. One girl took somebody's order out the door, because sometimes I put orders in the door. If it's late, I'll let them pick their orders up, later. A girl took an order and never brought it back. So now, no orders in the door. You got to get your order when I'm here. Like, it's just,
Too
a lady
much.
scammed me for doing her lashes. She said her mom had passed, She said she just really wanted to look cute for the funeral, but she couldn't pay me till Friday. I
Atlanta scammers, baby.
Lord
And
Jesus, it's
then
a
I
Hashtag.
would have
mess.
been like, well, the beauty supply sell kiss lashes for $3.49.
It's a mess. And it was one of her
Girl.
regulars, like her cousin or something. So I'm like, okay, she should be good for it. Hell no.
Oh my gosh.
So I've seen it all.
Well, Chastity, girl, thank you so much for sharing yourself and your story and this story tonight with our coworkers. Anything you want to add, Anessa?
I'm just gonna add on top of, you know, if there's just no excuses. I think you were talking about that earlier, Chastity. Like, it's no excuses. If you want to do something, the only person that's stopping you is you. It's so true because Chastity's doing it as a single mom. She got her master's degree as a single mom, still lashing as a single mom, and going to school. Like, there's just no excuse. So if you want to do something, like, let her life and her just be an inspiration to you all.
Yeah, and don't
Thank
worry
you.
about looking stupid. Like,
Yeah.
I know a
Yeah.
lot of people don't do stuff because I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to look
Right.
stupid. You're only looking stupid to
Right.
yourself. Like,
Mm-hmm.
other people are not tripping off of you. And I realize that, like, when I'm on Instagram, I see people doing their thing. If I don't like it, I just scroll past. If I like it, I like it. But it doesn't. I'm not like, oh, she looks stupid because she's chasing her dreams. Like, so get your ass out there. And don't let nothing stop you. Like Chastity said, it's up to you. And that it sounds cliche, like she said, but it's really that simple.
Yeah.
It really is that simple. So thank you,
Thank
Chastity,
you,
for being on our
You
Chaz, for
are
coming on the
show.
welcome. Thank y'all.
show.
Thank y'all.
Oh, plug your social
Oh,
media.
Yes.
yes,
So follow
please.
me on Instagram at Spoiled Girl Collection. And you can also follow my personal page. It's N, the letter V underscore Chaz. And that's CHASZ. Follow me on both.
Yay.
Also, I've been kind of
Yay.
dibbling and dabbling in TikTok. So follow me on there
Okay.
too at Spoiled Girl
Oh,
Collection.
all right, y'all. Well, thank you, Chastity, for being on the show. And let's take a break and we'll be right back.
I talk shows like the Wendy Show, recaps to your favorite shows, new music. Have you heard of those? Spilling tea in the break room, a key in the break room. It's time for the break room. It's time for the break room. It's time for the break room. So Nicki Minaj came out with her Queen mix for Super Freak this week, guys, and it is popping. She is paying homage to 5 rap female artists, and it is on point. First of all, it's a Super Freak Queen mix, not remix, Queen mix, okay? With JT and Bia featuring Akbar B from Atlanta, Katie Got Bands, and Malibu Bitch, and did that, okay?
Shout
Nick,
out to Nikki.
yes,
Yes.
yes. First of all, I feel like the fact that Nikki went out and picked, I'm not going to say underdogs, I'm going to say underrated artists. She grabbed them, put them on a huge song like this. Like, that is so dope. Like, Nikki, I feel like really is in her bag right now. She's in the bag with the song. The song is dope. And all the ladies really did their thing. I don't really know Bia, Katie Got Bands, and Malibu Bitch, but I'm really, really, really proud of JT because y'all know we are city girls in our hearts. And Akbar B, like those two really deserve this. JT deserve it, and Akbar deserve it because you know Akbar, right, Dana? You know,
Mm-mm.
she's from
No.
Atlanta and she really be like rapping and freestyling and trying to be seen like she's really been grinding. That's Candy's cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Shout out.
So she finally got her feature. She doesn't have like a hit song or anything. So the fact that Nicki Minaj went and grabbed these underrated artists is just dope to me.
Yeah. Shout out to Nikki for that. Super dope.
Super, super dope. So speaking of remixes, um 50 Cent, child.
Oh, girl. Ugh.
Now listen, Fred. I know. I ain't gonna lie, I'm usually cackling at 50 Cent's jokes Cause y'all know 50 Cent is a troll on social media. But 50, you have taken it absolutely too far. Okay.
And that's what makes him not funny to me, because he is a troll. Like, you're trying too hard, and you're only funny at the expense of other people,
At the expense of other
and that's
people.
what makes you a lame to me. But
And that's what this is, Dana. Great segue, because Megan Thee Stallion also dropped a remix. It's a week of remixes, child. To her song Plan B, featuring the Queen Bee herself, Lil Kim. And she says on her verse,
I don't know who needs to hear this, but nigga, you some shit. Your father's a shit. Your brother's a shit. Keep acting like this, and your son gonna be a shit. Niggas think they use us, but they useless. Yeah, you know that head feel like I'm toothless.
So that's the clip. Okay. 50 Cent goes to his page, y'all, and he starts up some mess. He goes to Instagram and says QGTM, which I don't know what that means. Some millennial, please tell me. At Nicki Minaj, you better light her ass up. I'm watching. She says something about the baby. Her baby, I fucked up, LOL.
mm-mm.
And then he posted a picture of a side by side picture of Lil Kim and an owl. An owl. It's not funny, but first of all, we just heard the lyrics to the song. She says, nigga, you's a bitch. Your father's a bitch. Your brother's a bitch. Keep acting like this and your son gonna be a bitch. She's clearly talking about a fuckboy.
A man.
Man. Why would you go on your Instagram and start up mess talking about Nicki? This is about Nicki Minaj. She's clearly not talking about that.
And how did you even piece that together?
How?
You reached hella far on that.
He is, thank you, friend. He is so reaching. Like the song Plan B is talking about I hate to be cursing so much, but it's talking about a bitch ass nigga, like a nigga that ain't worth shit. And she literally understood the assignment and came with the verse. Even Missy Elliott had to make a tweet and was like, how did we twist this lady's words? So I'm just 50 Cent. I don't know what to say about him. What you got to say, Dana?
I don't fuck with 50. Like, I don't think he's funny. I know you think he's funny, but I've never thought he's funny. I know I talk a lot of shit on the show, and I be going in on people sometimes, but I don't make it a habit or get my rocks off by making fun of other people. I think that's one of the most insecure things that you can do. Make your all your jokes are about other people. Look at them, look at them, look at them, just so you don't want nobody to look at you. You're always deflecting and talking about other people because you don't want nobody to see your motherfucking flaws with your ape face ass. I don't like 50 Cent because
Here she go. Ape face.
he's not giving Gorilla to you.
Oh my gosh. What he giving sis?
Gorilla. Okay. Always has. And that's the thing. Like, and he knows he's ugly. That's why he makes it a bit, he makes his shtick is making fun of other people's looks, so you don't talk about his looks. But anyway, 50 is lame. He reminds me of that nigga that everybody went to high school with that was so pressed to be funny in class. This is a nigga that always was trying to get everybody to laugh, and you just lame to me. So I'm glad that Lil Kim's baby daddy cleared him in the most precise way possible. Don't get your ass beat on the internet trying to make fun of people's kids and shit. Like, that shit ain't cool. You are lame, and you would hate for somebody to say something about your children. Bye.
Kids are totally off limits. Like,
Off
why
limits.
are you even coming on here at all? Why are you talking about somebody's child and just drumming up? He's just like drumming up mess. So anyway, shout out to the purpose. What he should have been doing is saying shout out to two queens getting together on a song, and because the song is dope, and the fact that she got Lil Kim to be on the remix is dope. So that's what we should have been praising and idolizing and talking about. Anyways, forget you, 50 Cent. Since I'm talking about new music right now, y'all make sure y'all go check out Ari Lennox's new album. She drops her album today. Today is Friday, September 9th. It's called Age, Sex, Location, and it's giving very much Erica Badu. Call me.
I am
Yeah.
so excited to listen to this. I cannot wait. I love Ari.
I love Ari. So yeah, y'all go check that out. Carisha Police. Carisha has been coming with it, y'all, with her podcast and these guests. This week she dropped with Saweetie and has Saweetie spilling all the tea. She tried. One thing I love about Carisha is that when her guests come on the show, she really be trying to pull out the tea, like what we want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked Saweetie about Quavo, yeah, from Migos. She asked, like, did he cheat on you? What happened in the elevator? And
Ooh.
I am going to say, y'all go watch it, but Saweetie kept it very respectful and she didn't dish. She just was like very respectful and like vague, but at the same time, not trying to spill too much of a business. I can't do nothing but respect it. But she just gave us a little, we went our separate ways type of deal. So
Mhm.
anyways, shout out to Sweetie. Did you watch it, friend?
No, and I was gonna watch it if she was explaining what happened to in the elevator. But
Well, Carisha tried to pull it out of her, but she wasn't really giving it.
shout out to Carisha. She is
Yeah,
doing her thing.
she
Love
is.
it for her. Love that for her.
Me too. So, Carisha, please, y'all watch that. In reality news. Oh my gosh. So I did not give y'all an update of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I know I am late, y'all, because I didn't watch it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all coworkers. I did not watch it last week when we recorded. I watched it like a day later. But I have to say and talk about the finale real quick because it was literally all about Sheree. I feel like Sheree showed up and did what needed to be done. She also proved why she is an OG of the show. She brought the most, if not all the drama, all the bone collections, all the pot stirrings that we needed, from Apollo being a model to Tyrone, prison babe, showing up to the show and trying to get his camera time, which really pissed me off. But I'm so glad that she was like, boy, bye. Like, no, this is my time. Anyways, She by Sheree is here, people. Okay. And I just want to say I feel like a proud niece because Sheree did that. Like, after all these years, like, I was a little skeptical. I'm like, I don't know how this is going to turn out. The venue was nice. The production of the fashion show was nice, and the clothes were actually nice. Although y'all was trying to come for her this week, talking about her clothes, but you can't do anything but respect it.
Trying. They did come for
They came for her.
her.
And I'm just like, if you're coming for her, you're hating on her because we've been waiting for this for how long? And she actually did it. Like, she did that. And people are buying. Her stuff looks good. What you got to say, friend?
Well, I will say that I am very proud of Sheree. I think that it's dope that she never gave up on this because she just could have left it alone. We was no, I mean, She by Sheree has always been a punchline, but nobody was like actually expecting you to do it, and she proved everybody wrong. And shout out to her for that. But the fashions leave a little to be desired, as far as like the t-shirts.
Baby, listen.
I listen, I am not hating because of the effort that she put in, and I'm sure all the money that was spent, and she did it. She did it. Is it the best, hottest, latest fashions, and I can't wait to spend $135 on a Shein jumpsuit? No. But but I think that it's dope that she did what she said she was going to do, and I'm actually very proud of her. I know most people are clowning the line and all of that, but y'all have to give it to her. She did it.
She did. And the line is not bad. Like, I saw some stuff on there that was like
You gonna
nice.
buy some?
I mean, I ain't buying nothing. Sheree, send me some, sis. And her prices are a little too steep for me, but I did see some stuff on there that was like, oh yeah, I will wear that. Like, it wasn't nothing that was just like she didn't produce trash at all. I don't feel like so.
Well, coworkers, if you guys are interested in She by Sheree, you can go to Amazon. They're selling the same jumpsuits for
Oh
a
my
fraction of the
god,
cost.
y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop.
I'm just
Leave
playing.
my auntie alone. just trying to figure out where Sheree get her money from, friend. I really want to know because she done spent all this money on this venue. She Chateau Sheree. She by Sheree. Where is the money coming from?
Girl, I couldn't even tell
Can
you. Like,
somebody tell me that?
I'm even trying to make up in my head where it could possibly come from. Because what else does she do?
Nothing. I'm literally, and I'm not throwing shade, coworkers. I'm really trying to figure out what does Sheree. I don't know what she does.
Maybe Real Housewives pays Hellas.
It's paying that much, girl.
Well, the cost of living in Atlanta is cheap. Look, I'm trying to come up with
Girl, Sheree, let us know what you do, cause I need to know. Anyway, shout out to Sheree. Y'all, I was so excited because Dana tagged me and sent me a Real Housewives of Potomac premiere. Okay.
Cannot wait.
The trailer was lit. And I'm sorry, Potomac is on Atlanta's ass because Potomac got all the tea.
Atlanta can really, really go for me. Like, I'm still not in it.
Well, it's hot, okay? Like Candace's husband, Chris, is supposedly hitting on Giselle. Karen got a side piece. Ashley done filed for divorce. This season is about to be like super, super juicy. I didn't get the date that it was coming out. Did they say? I didn't see that part.
I don't know.
But I'll let y'all know. Oh my God. But it looks like it's about to. I'm about to get my whole entire life.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. It looks so
I
good.
cannot wait. So lastly, last thing I got for y'all, if y'all haven't watched, there's a new movie out called Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. And we just need to have a moment of prayer for our good auntie and uncle, Regina Hall and Sterling K. Brown, because there is a scene in the movie, y'all, where they are both in the car and they start singing Crowd Mob song, Nuck If You Buck. Turns out, okay, Regina Hall went on the Breakfast Club and said neither her nor Sterling knew this here Negro national anthem
What?
or Negro spiritual. They had never heard of it. So
What?
listen, baby, this one for y'all. Let's play the clip.
Girl, what?
Y'all
never heard this?
They've
ever?
never heard the song.
Your black ass life?
Your black ass life. Regina said, was they playing it in a club? Maybe that's why I didn't hear it.
Where were you in 2005?
Baby.
Like, was that a
baby?
drug
She
use?
said she was like, I was in LA. It was in LA, sis. It was everywhere. All black people know this song. Anyways, y'all, that's all I got for the break room. Y'all go stream Crime Mob and put them back on New Music Friday playlist. That's all I got for y'all this week. Well, now it's time for the word of the week. And the word that I have for you guys is just off of the inspiration that we had from our guest. Mine is just do it. And that's what's on my heart. That's what's on my spirit. That's what's on my mind. Just do it. Whatever it is that's on your mind right now, whatever it is that you are thinking about doing, but you're scared, or you've had a thought in your mind this week, maybe, or something that you've just been thinking about for the past year or month. Whatever it is, just do it. Do it scared, do it broke, do it alone, whatever it is. If it's a dream, if it's leaving a relationship, if it's leaving your job and getting a new one, if it's leaving your job, starting a new job, like whatever it is, my word for you this week is just do it.
And my word this week is that you're braver than you believe, you're stronger than you seem, and you're smarter than you think. Love yourself always, in all ways. And that's it, guys, for the show this week. Don't forget to follow us on social media. And you have anything else, Vanessa?
No, if you have a fuck you know what to do.
All right, y'all. Bye.
It's going down. Yeah, well, I'm a cat toe, pistol holding nigga on your damn street. Stomping, jumping,